I believe he won with Not Going Home. Am I correct so far? It was Not Going Home. That was this. I think it was Not Going Home was, I think, the song he won that competition with. Honestly, I can't wait for the road. I think this is going to be one of the best Kadooment Day for the morning that we've had in a while. We're getting some amazing music this year. I think the artists put in a lot of time and effort. They had 2 years to really get it together and actually come harder this year. So I think that they did put in some extra effort. I'm hearing some good, sweet tunes. A lot of bashment, actually. I think there's more bashment than any other type of soca this year for Crop Over. That's a good thing, I think. But also, in the sweet soca world, we probably needed some more tunes that can play in a party. We have good radio songs in the sweet soca genre, part of soca. But I find like not many of them can play in a party, and that's a problem because especially this year you want to have your song being able to play in a party so that the people can feel the vibe and know how it would feel on the road. Some of my favorites for the season, Nothing on You by Sadis, really good one. Location, Grateful Co. Let me think. Too Hot by Marsville. The Rose by Stiffy. There's a rhythm. It's called a Red Dead rhythm. I got to launch it. I was the first to play it in the whole world. Kudos to the Noise Boys. That rhythm is doing numbers right now, and it probably has arguably the biggest song for Crop Over 2022, which would be Mobby by Bruce Lee Almighty. That's another one of my favorites as well. It's actually a pretty cool story. I used to work in an electricity company. I was doing metering, and it was a pretty good job. You know, I was getting paid well, and they were about to increase my salary. But I made a big step because I had to go into a field that I was a little scared of going in, which is mass communication. Mass communication wasn't available in the country I was in at the time, which was St. Lucia. And I took a big leap. I left the job that I had, left all my friends, family, everything basically, and started a whole new life here in Barbados. Came here, did the mass communication course, and I actually got to meet up with Estelle, who sings American Boy. It's an old Billboard hit song. Her DJ was here in Barbados on vacation, and I remember seeing these real cool turntables. I was like, yo, it was yellow and black, never forget that. And I was like, yo, can I try it? And he was like, go ahead, man. He was British. I tried to do it and couldn't get it done the way he was doing it. He was incredible. He could scratch, he could beat match, he could do everything. And I tried to do it, couldn't get it done until he showed me the ropes. And from Estelle's DJ giving me that insight and that vibe, I was just so intrigued to learn more and become better. What really brought me into radio was doing competitions. And I failed miserably, horrible. Like I came last in probably almost every competition that I did. Until I did one for Jump Promotions. It was a crop over. You see, we're going through crop over now, so the memories is coming back now. It was actually a crop over competition for DJs. I can remember seeing Bubbles on stage. Bubbles used to actually work for Hott 95. And he was like, the winner is. And I did not expect this man to call my name. I was honestly thinking it would have been one of the more established, well-known DJs. And they were great on the night. But for some reason, I won. Won that competition, I got some cool stuff, and I said, all right, maybe I can do this competition thing. Maybe I'm not so bad. Went into Hott's competition a year later. It was called the Come Up. Went in that competition, head first, put in all my confidence, and guess what? I came third in the Hott Come Up competition. Months later, I got a call from Mr. David Ellis, who was the station manager at the time, and he said, hi, good afternoon, Zen. We'd like to have a meeting with you. And I'm like, what? David Ellis is asking for a meeting with me? The person who came third in the come up competition, no way. I went into the meeting. I saw everybody there. It was intimidating. There was like station manager, program manager, advertising head. Almost everybody you can think of that's at the top of their game was there, and I was like, no way. This is intimidating. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Then they said, well, Zen, we want to have you on Hott 95.3 FM. We're gonna have you as an intern first. You're gonna do, I think it was 2 months or something like that. I had to do in 2 weeks. They came back after being an intern. They said, you know what, Zen, honestly, you're ready for radio. You don't need to be an intern anymore. We're gonna send you straight on the radio. Jon Doe will always be a legend, and may he rest in peace. And when I heard the news, I was actually on the beach, and I never cried like that. It felt like losing a brother. Honestly, Jon Doe and I weren't super close. However, he was my colleague, and still I look at all my colleagues as brothers. So losing someone like that, especially a legendary status, it took a toll on me. Honestly, I didn't even feel like going to work. But also something in my mind was kind of like, now is the time for you to step up. DZ would want this. Something was just telling me that somewhere in my spirit.
And did you feel any pressure at that time?
Loads of pressure. Loads of pressure. I mean, you know, everybody's looking at you to be the next greatest thing, the person that's gonna wake them up every morning for however long. So it is something that I had to think about before I just jumped into it. They didn't just put me there. They gave me some time to, you know, do a couple weeks. It was supposed to be only 2 weeks of doing it, and 2 weeks turned to 4, and 4 weeks turned to 8, 8 turned to 16, and then the rest was history. But when they actually came and said, well, Zen, this is the time, now this is gonna be your show. No, we have chosen you. That feeling was an honor. It was an honor. And the beautiful thing about that moment was that there was a picture of Jon Doe in the corner, but DZ was doing this in the picture, and he was pointing directly at me. And that was almost like a spiritual thing for me. Like, I didn't even know how to think about it. I know it wasn't intentional, but maybe it was kind of intentional, that DZ was there, right there, pointing at me, saying like, you're next. Let's do it.
To get a big come up.
Wow, there's so many young artists I believe in. Big hail to the person who won the Junior Monarch competition. Her name is Tay, and I think also Yahanje was the other person who won in the calypso category. There are 2 young ladies that I think are going to be exceptional in their fields. Tay is really confident. She's so young. She's under 15, I think. But she has so much potential, and I believe in people like her. But in artists that I see on the rise, I think Walks is someone you have to look at. Walks is a dark horse right about now. But I think in the coming years, and especially this year, this man has been putting in some work. He has some hit songs this year as well. Keep your eyes on Walks. That guy, he's multi-talented, multifaceted, and he's ready for this game. So look at Walks. Guys like Grateful Co as well. And I can name 1,000 young artists that I believe in. So please don't take any offense if I didn't say your name. Okay, yes. Crop over trivia. Yes. Oh my gosh. So it's like a multiple choice. Hey, I love multiple choice. When in doubt, pick C or D. All right, let's do it.
Which song did Lyric win his second Party Monarch with in 2002?
Oh man, it has to be either A or B, but I'm gonna go with, I'm not sure if he actually won with Hard Wine, you know, but Hard Wine would be my first answer. I'm still leaning towards Mashup and Bye Bye. I'm gonna go with A, Hard Wine. It was Mashup and Bye Bye. It was Hyper Dog, bruh. When I say hyper, you say dog. Hyper though.
In his 2011 song, Stiffy's Sheep wanted to go to which fast food restaurant?
Chefette. See, because the man is a part, he say, something about Chefette, my bread. Yeah, big up to Stiffy by Sheep. Whoa, that was a big one. I get one, man. All right, let me go. This is fun.
Calypsonian red plastic bag has how many pick of the crop titles?
9. It was 10. I was so close. I was between 9 and 10. I was like, yo, I know red plastic bag has many titles. It is 10. Red plastic bag, el plástico rojo. Big up yourself. I'm sorry.
What song did Edwin Yearwood win Party Monarch with in 1995?
What? Obadeli.
Correct. That's all I could get.
No, I had to think about it for a while. Edwin has so many good songs. The man is like a legend.
What animal was kidnapped from Contour in his 2008 hit soca song Hard Times?
Some boy play Contour song now. Oh my goodness. I know this, you know. I play this song all the time. How could I not know this? Dog. It was cow. That one get me, boy. I play this song all the time. How could I not know that? Let's go, man.
Finish the line to this The Mighty Gabby's song. If I only venture down by the shore, police telling me.
Alright, let's think like a Bajan here. I played that song this morning. If I had known this, boss, I gotta be wrong. But I'm trying to think like a Bajan, and I think he would say bed.
That is correct.
Woo!
Biggie Irie won the International Groovy Soca Monarch competition in what year?
No! What year? Alright, so check it. I believe he won with Not Going Home. Correct so far? It was Not Going Home. That was the I think it was Not Going Home was I think the song he won that competition with. No. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. 2011. 2009?
2007.
2000. What song was it, bro? It was Not Going Home is that old? Yo, if Not Going Home that old, we real old, boy.
Which Calypsonian wanted a plantation?
Sounds like something Mighty Gabby. Let's see. The same thing. I'll go with Gabby. Who was it? Jon King.
Who won the first Bashment Soca competition?
That may actually be a little confusing if you didn't understand the difference between the Bashment Soca and the International Bashment Soca competition. Because there were two. And I know that SK won the second one, which means that the first one had to be Stiffy. Woohoo! Why didn't I know that plantation question though?
Lead Pipe's 2019 song Sometime was produced by who?
It was by the incredible Just J, DJ / producer. You got yourself Just J. That was a major record in 2019 that actually won Road March. One of the first songs, I think it was actually the slowest song to ever win Road March. Because usually it's a more of a pacey type of tune that would win Road March or Bashment or something. But yeah, sometimes that was a slow one. Anyway, good vibes.
Who won the 2019 Soca Monarch competition?
I know this for sure because me and Ronnie Clark, we actually commentated at that, and it was Mikey. Yes, that was an epic day. That was at Botanical Gardens actually. Yes. 6 out of 10. Ain't bad. That's a passing mark, guys. Check it out, Zen The DJ here. It's time to get Zenergized. We are here live in the Crop Over Close Up. Available on all Nation News platforms.